Hello, thanks for joining me in this arm and shoulder workout. We're going to do 12 exercises, 20 reps each exercise, no repeats. Reminder, fall in love with the process. It is all about growing and falling in love with the journey. So pause and stretch if you need to. I kind of do a little bit beforehand, but if you're ready to go, then we'll get right into it with some inchworms. Inchworms are probably my favorite to start out with because they strengthen your arms, your chest, your upper back, lower back, your abs, pretty much everything. And it doesn't seem like you're doing that much work. So they're my favorite to start with. And like I said, we're doing 20 reps each exercise, which I might be going faster than you. If you want to stop and get through each 20 set before I move on, I'll leave a little bit of time at the end of each of my sets, but otherwise you can just move on as I move on. Even if you haven't hit that 20 reps yet, maybe in the future you can keep practicing this workout and get to where you can do them all at the same time as me. And if you finish before me, that's good too. Just take that little bit of time to rest. And with these, you want to make sure that you're going all the way into the plank position, and then bringing back up and standing up fully. And we're wrapping up the last few reps of this exercise. And then we're going to move into arm circles. These go by super fast. Just literally moving your arm in a circle, about a 1 foot circle one way, and then about a 1 foot circle in the opposite direction. Quick and super easy. And then now we're going to do some bicep extensions with a little shoulder tap. So bring your arms out to a T, and then tap your shoulders, go up and tap your shoulders to the side and then up. That is 1 rep. And just try to keep your arms close to your ears. shake it out a little bit. We're going to do some arm scissors. So over under, that's 1 rep, and we're going to do 20 of those. And this one, you want to make sure you have some control over it, so not just slinging your arms one way or the other. You can see I'm not going past my shoulder width. I'm just kind of keeping it in a little box there. Wrap up where you're at there. And then now we're going to move into a plank position. We're going to do a plank with a down dog toe touch. So if you're unable to do the toe touch, you can just hold that plank position, or just move straight from a plank into a down dog without the toe tap, if that makes sense. So you would just be keeping your hands in the same spot from plank into down dog. And here we're counting each toe tap as 1 rep. So you'll be doing 10 toe taps on your left and 10 toe taps on your right. So now we're going to do some push-ups. I personally am not good at push-ups. If you can't tell, this is the best push-up that I can do. So I do it on my knees. If you are more advanced and want to do it like a full push-up like normal, you can do that. Try to bring your arms to a 90-degree angle. It's really important to do that. That's literally as far down as I can go. So I'm working on it, and hopefully I'll get better as we go along. And if you're just burning through these push-ups and want to take a second to grab a drink of water, you can do that as well, because we don't take any breaks in this. So if you want to, go through one faster, take a water break or pause it, you can absolutely do that. We're going to move into a plank walk. So a fully extended plank, and then I'm only going the length of my mat, or the width of my mat rather, but you can turn around the other way and go from one end of your mat to the other end of your mat to get a little bit more space. It just depends on the space that you have. And then with this, you want to again make sure you're trying to keep track of your hips, not throwing them from one side to another. Try to keep them as flat as you can, and that will come with practice. Wherever you're at in that, kind of wrap up those reps there. We're going to go into a Superman hold with a press. So you're going to get on your belly, and essentially the Superman is a super effective way for anyone to get in a good full body workout. You're going to raise up your legs, squeeze your glute as tight as you can, and have your shoulders raising up from the mat. And then we're going to do this press. So if you can't do the press and you just want to do the Superman, you can hold your arms fully extended in front of you, like you're flying in the air. And then if you want that extra press, you're just going to pull back your arms all the way. It's a really good core exercise, but it also targets your lower back, your glutes, hamstrings, and your abs. So now we're going to do some tricep push-ups on each side. I started with my left side. You want to just hug your body with the arm that is closest to the ground. And then with your other arm, you're going to put that at your shoulder level and then press up. Try to keep your feet together. This is also just going to come with advancement. And as you gain more control and stability, you can see I kind of pop mine apart here and there, but as you go, you're going to be able to really cinch those legs together and keep it tight, and it'll burn, I promise. Now you're going to switch to the other side, maybe give your dog a little pet, a little bit of loving between the sets. I don't know how y'all count, but I know in my head when I'm counting to 20, I do 10 and then I go back to 1 and start at 10 again. It just makes it feel like it's so much more attainable in my mind. Push through it. You got this. All right, wrap those up. Now we're going to go into a little bit more of an advanced workout exercise. This is a tabletop reverse plank. So your wrists are going to be pointed towards your body. And then you're essentially going to raise up a little bit and go into a reverse tabletop position, and then bring your hinging essentially on your feet like a little swing, and then bringing your butt underneath so that your body's in a straight angle with your butt not ever touching the ground. And we're going to find ourselves back on our sides for a forearm side plank with a little bit of a reach under. So if you can't do this one with the reach under, you're just going to hold that side plank for 20 seconds. Now I chose to do 10 on one side, 10 on the other, and then went back and did 10 and 10. You can do all 20 on one side before moving to the other side. That's just how I like to do it. And obviously it's a very difficult exercise, so I wanted to give myself that little bit of breathing room by switching sides back and forth. Just keep pushing. A lot of what workouts are is mindset and believing that you can do it and then getting it done. It might not seem in the moment that you would be able to, but once you just keep thinking, one more rep, one more set, it'll be over before you know it, and you'll feel so much better. I always give the reminder, you don't have to be perfect. This is the last exercise, so I know you're going to be shaken, but this one is super easy, bird dogs. So essentially you're just going to come into a tabletop position and extend one arm and the opposite leg back and forth, kind of pointing like a bird dog. And try to keep your back and butt as flat as possible, squeezing your glutes as you go up. This is the last few reps. Let's do it. You made it. Now we're going to do some cool down stretches. It's really important to get those in. It's what helps you to not be sore the next day, so that way you can continue to work out without strain on your body. So we're going to start doing a neck stretch. We're going to do each one for about 10 seconds. You want to make sure that you're not pushing your head down, that you're just, lightly tapping your palm or your fingers to the top of your head, and not pulling at all, and then actively pulling your shoulder down. Now we're going to do some arm stretches right across your chest. So do one side, 10 seconds, switch to the other. On to tricep stretches. This one feels so good to me after an arm workout. I don't know about y'all, but I personally love doing those no matter what. Now you can either do this standing, I did it sitting, but just bent over bicep stretches. You can just bring your chest to your knees as far as you can go and kind of release those arms above your head. Personally, I can go all the way down to the ground, but I didn't want to freak y'all out. I've got double jointed shoulders, so yeah, just get that little bit of stretch in, and it also gives you a back stretch. Then move on to your wrist stretches. So hand straight out, and then just pull your fingers at your palms back. So that way you're kind of getting a good wrist stretch in. This is really good to do if you're working on a computer all day, like I am. And finally, we're going to do some chest stretches. So just have your chest straight forward and then bring one arm back as far as you can at a straight angle from your body. So try not to let it dip down to the ground, but keeping it at a 90-degree angle from your body. And it's a really good chest opener. All right, so that's it. The workout is complete. I know you did awesome. Keep smiling and be proud of yourself. I hope you have a good day, and see you next time.